Let's see. Hmm. Good afternoon. Get this screen. I never figure out how I do this just perfectly sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't work. Alright. There we go. Mayflower Homeschool. Hey, Mocha Mommy 7. Loved your video the other day about the controversies and the good and the beautiful. Very helpful. Well, thank you. I appreciate the comment, and I'm sure others will as well. Yeah. So, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. The AC is on, and if it's too much noise, just let me know. It's quite warm. So, I know this mic picks up everything, but yeah. So, how is everybody today? Let me make sure I turn my phone down, because you guys know I have a habit of, well, I don't have a habit. I get interrupted all day. So, let's see, what did I want to talk about? Couple things on the menu today. Okay. I gotta drink my water. I know a couple of, I want to say 2 chats ago, towards the end, 2 chats ago. Yeah, because we were talking about the outings. I still haven't put that footage up. I'm working on it. I didn't realize that I had so much other, because we went out. We went a lot of places. I had a lot of footage. Um, so I got to get that going. But we were talking, and somebody mentioned Toys R Us closing, and the thoughts and things like that. And kind of, my take on it was I didn't think that they would close all the stores immediately, like down to the, just clearance, liquidate everything. And, because Toys R Us has been around forever and ever and ever. And even with the Sam's Club thing, and, they're claiming that online sales and stuff like that, I just don't see it. And so now, no liquidation. People were waiting for these stores to close, and I think it was, I don't even want to, I can't remember how many. It's a lot of stores in the country, and I don't think it was including Canada. But store's not closing. It's not going to close. MGM, you guys know, if you're familiar with Bratz dolls, Mattel, stuff like that, put up $1 billion. Yeah, they put up $1 billion themselves, okay, because they were $5 billion in debt, and they put up $1 billion themselves, and then in turn started to GoFundMe for Toys R Us. They have raised close to that $5 billion that they need to keep that store open. So, store's not going to close. It's a household moniker. But it's amazing how things work like that. I mean, yeah, save the toy store. I don't know if it would be that tragic that the store closed, but yeah, I guess my my thing is all of the jobs. Okay, that's my concern. All of the jobs. Where are these people going to go? And that, excuse me, you guys know this oak is bothering me. The that affects the economy heavily. So that is where my concern is, not so much the toys, but yeah, it's going to affect the economy. So marketing strategy, yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, just magically in a couple of days, no liquidation and all this money just start pouring in. So yeah, but they were saying that they knew before Christmas that they were bankrupt and this, that, and the other. So, and everybody keeps claiming Amazon is doing this. Amazon is doing this. Amazon is not the greatest thing in the world. I don't even because Amazon is so big and the sellers are just all over the place, and a lot of times it's not Amazon is just not trustworthy, just honestly, because there's so many scammers on Amazon. That's the problem. Now you go off. So I don't see Amazon doing this, and if they were, they would have already done it. Hey, we talking about Toys R Us. In all these years Amazon has been around, they would have already put Toys R Us out of business. So I just don't see that happening. And then they're trying to buy Amazon is trying to buy, the company itself, and it's like, really? You're just trying to take over the world, Amazon. Now I love my Amazon. I love to, get looks at things, and it's a world market like eBay. I prefer eBay because it's more private, and it's money. You're not getting scammed. I mean, you could get scammed, but they're going to give you your money back. Amazon, you buy something, there's no guarantee that you're going to get it because there's sellers. It's not coming from Amazon. It's coming from other people, and it's harder to get that money back. So I don't like dealing with them if I don't have to. Yeah. So for those of you Toys R Us fans, no worries. But now I could see Walmart doing something like this, but Toys R Us, not really, because I mean they are the household moniker. Walmart is not branded for toys, and neither is Target. So I like Amazon too. Yeah, it's like I said, it's cool. I think I was on Amazon before. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was on Amazon before eBay. They came around the same. We're just talking about I was gonna say Amazon. We're talking about the Toys R Us deal. We started talking about a week or so ago. The Toys R Us closing. The store is not closing. It's not liquidating. None of the stores are closing. The store is $5 million in debt, and what am I saying? I know this man's name. Anyway, he put up $1 billion in his own money, and MGM and started a GoFundMe for the store. So they have brought in close to that $5 billion, if they haven't already, to get that store out of bankrupt. So they're gonna recoup whatever in sales, of course, this year, and maybe make enough to float for a little bit. So they're not gonna close. Hi, ladies. Yeah, I know they need to pay debt. Yeah. There's so many people in debt. I don't know. YouTube is in debt. So, I mean, I can see YouTube closing before Toys R Us. Oh, boy. I'll go find me on Toys R Us. Yeah, that is funny, but it works. Yeah. So, yeah, they're probably, they may do something with the pricings and things like that, but for right now, they're okay. Yeah. And I can say, I am a fan of Toys R Us and Babies R Us. I spent my fair share there because it's a go-to, and I don't have to worry about not finding. I don't know. I think most people are more after the cheapest price they can get, but if I'm going to Toys R Us, I'm not trying to run around all over the place. I just want to go get what I need and not worry. So, it's Walmart and Target that get on my nerves with the toys, because they never have what you want, or the diversity is, it's poor. It's done by demographics, and I don't like that. So I would rather support in that aspect. So, anywho, what else is going on in the neighborhood? I had a little break, and I figured I would come on here. Since I have fed the natives, I think everybody got itis. So nobody wants to finish working right now. It's like, I think sometimes that happens. I cook a whole lot of food, and I think it's a lot in it. Really, they eat it all. So I'm like, okay. I guess I shouldn't complain. They have good appetites, but really no leftovers. I'm like, man, I can't win for losing. On that note, I was sitting here. I just put up a meal vlog. Not exactly a meal vlog, but a recipe. I was looking at my footage. I have tons of meal footage, and I kind of showed you guys all the meal footage I have. So that's what I'm sitting on right now, among other things from last month and this month. But I'm getting it. I'm getting it up there. So I guess that'll be what's coming for those of you, because I have gotten, when I asked that question, the type of videos, that's what's going to be coming up. Really short and sweet. So, yes, I prefer either online shopping or thrift shopping. My husband likes Toys R Us too. It just irks me they charge $13 for pencil crayons. Yeah. This stuff in general. Hello, Freeman Life. Like I said, anything beats running all over the place. If I have to run all over the place, that's not what, some days I'm fine with that, but if I need something specific and I know I can go to this store and get it, I'm going to go there. I'm not running all over the place. A couple of dollars, I'm behind on vlogs too. Girl, yeah, I have so much. And in the chats. because I know I said it. I said what would be the next chat in the last chat, the end of the last chat. This is not that chat, but I'll probably come back maybe in a couple days or maybe tomorrow, just depending on what we get accomplished and what I get accomplished today. That fish sandwich looks so good, girl. And that one was not even supposed to go up. I have a whole bunch of fish meal vlogs. Okay, because you guys want to know what I did. They're oven fried, and I think I'm gonna just string them all together in that one footage, because that's what I was doing. I just, got fish and I made all of it. Went back and got some more, but oven fried. So yeah, you saw my daughter. That was my 20-year-old. She just fish and bread. She couldn't even wait. But yeah, she was waiting for me to put her sandwich together. I said, "Girl, get in there and put your food together." And so I think we did that for a couple days because they were just so good. Freeman Life, girl, I was waiting for you to go live the other day. I tried to. YouTube wouldn't let me. Yeah, YouTube is doing some crazy stuff. I don't even want to say nothing because I know they watch it. But they are they're messing with my views majorly. Okay. So I'm trying to get that worked out because I'm not happy at all. I don't know, when they switched this thing over last month, I don't know what they did, but I'm trying to be patient. So, loving the recipe videos. Okay, I love them too. All right, I'm trying to think. Did I put? Yeah, I didn't even share the recipe, but I will for the fish in the first one. I just did different different side combinations. So I will put high compass. I will put those together because I think in the first one I did, I told how the method, what you do to it, to oven fry it. So, but no, no disrespect on those that high pep. I want to say pepper, high pepper. No, no disrespect to those that put it in the skillet and fry it. You know what? Y'all know I'm from the South. I will put it in the skillet and fry it. Okay? I just have to, because I'm getting older, I have to be more mindful of that fried food. But I will put it in the skillet. So, yep, we used the cast iron. I fry my kids some chicken every now and then, and because that's what they want, and no problem. So they have me over here playing chef. Like I say, I just fed them. I fried some rice today. A bunch of rice. Bunch. It's gone. So much for trying. And it's like they come in there checking to see how much is left and how much more they can get. Not that I'm not trying to give it to them, but they will eat all of it. If I don't put some away before I make their plate, they're going to eat it all. So, yeah. Lesson planning. You're going to have to give me some pointers on that lesson planning. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. You guys, when I plan things, I know we just went all off, but something I wanted to ask too. But when I plan things, I found out that I'm planning things, I'll write things down, and we actually get those things done, but it's not by the week. It takes about 3 weeks. And I guess that's a good thing because that means I'm not over planning on purpose, and I don't plan it to like check off a box every day. We have to get this done. But I just watching how long it takes. So that's a tip. You know, when you guys are planning things, sometimes you feel overwhelmed because you feel like you're not getting those things done. But what it is you're actually a little bit over scheduling, but that's fine. You know, just don't set it up for a week. Just see how long it takes for you to accomplish everything you put down, and that'll give you, you know, a guideline as far as, you know, what is realistic. Okay, because you want realistic plan. So every now and then I might turn a new month and we might have one thing left that we did not do or we started doing, but it works that way. I don't know. I don't know. I just started paying attention and I found that out. But I thought I was for surely doing a weekly plan, and I'm like, I guess because we go off on other things sometimes and the kids want to do other things, and you know, it's fine. It all works out in the end. Hi, Hannah. Yeah, that's my kids too. They devour everything. Yeah. Yeah. It's always like, what's to eat? They eat like teenagers. So I don't remember my older kids eating like this when they were little. Maybe I can't remember, but these kids can eat. Peppers says, hi Priscilla. Yes, I'm bad at being realistic. Yeah. So like I said, it's a you know, it's a learning curve. It is a true learning curve. But I just stopped trying to you know, do that weekly thing because it was driving me crazy. And I was like, why are we not getting this done? And I realized because it actually does take longer for some things to be accomplished. You know, like when we do the writing and things like that, it takes longer. You know, I don't like to sit them down for, you know, say an hour, but if they want to sit here for an hour and work on a story, I'm going to let them do it. I don't mind that we're not progressing, because as long as they're not bored or, you know, it's what they want to do, I'll let them do it. So I'll just, you know, okay, wrap it up in this time frame, and that way we can move on to math, or you know, you can take a break and we'll come back and do this, rather than saying we have to get this done, hurry up. You know, that does not work. There's so much out there and it's so hard to stick to the basics. I don't always want to. Yeah, it's so much, and I you know, I'm you guys, I got back to basic. Not that I wasn't basic, but I'm not trying to teach them everything. I never was. You know, yeah, it's too much. I plan by the unit. I'm big on making lists. Yeah, even the units. I just try not to overwhelm myself with stuff. I have these big ideas, like Miss Hannah. Not saying that that's wrong or anything, but I know I was listening to her not that long ago, and she was saying that she just cannot stick to the plan. She goes off on this grand scheme of things, and the kids want to be basic, and I can get like that sometimes. It is like I have to stop myself because the kids don't want to do all of that. So I just say, hey, you know, we'll pick it up later on next year or whenever if they want to, and try to keep it basic. Yes, that's what I'm struggling with, letting go of control of what they do and let them be kids. I'm also learning it's okay to skip past some things. We use math, you see, and they get tired of the constant repeating. Yes, same here, Priscilla. We've skipped a few. Like I'm wasting money. Oh well, yeah. That's why I'm being very careful about what I'm using still, and you know, I see the new things, and it's like I'm in that phase because I'm looking at new videos and new things, because, you know, people are starting to share new things. These conferences are coming out, conventions. And I'm like, I have to get back in that discipline zone because I popped in my head, I think I want to buy this. I think I want to try this with so and so. And it's like, snap back, no, snap back. So, um, so I'm learning how and when to skip. And that's why I get frustrated with planning. Pepper says, hi, you should see my IG now. Exactly. I'm getting overexcited for our new unit. Girl, I just, I want to come, I want to join your school. It's just so exciting. Pepper says, Priscilla, we use math, you see, and if they get an A, B, 100%, they skip to systematic review. If they get 100, they'll jump to the test. Yeah. Yep. I'm planning in ripping out what we don't use and just buying it for my third kid. Mayflower, yes, Mocha Mommy. I think it's just that time of the year too. Yeah, yeah. It is definitely, everybody's getting antsy about things. Like I said, I just snap back to reality and say no. I get excited for seeing you all and seeing all the things that you're doing, and we're studying fish. What did I do on that? The book, and somewhere around here, I don't know. I drew a rainbow fish somewhere. So we're supposed to. I'm trying to figure out what medium I want them to use to color that rainbow fish. So I haven't done mine. All I did was draw it. But because we did fish before, we labeled and learned all of that stuff. But there's some new, some more things, material, especially for the little one, um, that we can cover. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. But I could have, we could have been making paper bag fish and fish gills with the plastic bag and the straw and just all kinds of stuff. Leave it up to me. So, going fishing, I just pastel or watercolor. Okay, that would be pretty. Yeah, I was thinking watercolor, but I couldn't think. But yeah, we do have pastels. So yeah, I might do that. I might have to make two just to see, after I do one, if I like the results. And well, go from there. After they do that, if they want to do something else, then I'll let them do something else. But I'm not going to add anything else. I just want to keep it as simple as I can. Tissue paper. Yes, we have done tissue paper before. We did tissue paper in, just kicked off, in the Ziploc bag. It was rainbow colored tissue paper. It was so pretty. They're around here somewhere, mangled, but yeah. We also did just a basic construction paper one in different color. The scales were different color with foil also. So that came out pretty. But that was like preschoolish. So what else did I do? Oh, I did give them Play-Doh. I made some Play-Doh, so they made Play-Doh fish. So I'm fine with that. That covers our hands-on part. I don't feel bad. I think their book actually said goldfish crackers, which I don't do, but I'm like, here, go. What I had in mind was to make some dough and make them, let them make the fish and then bake them and paint them. I don't know, because my kids in Play-Doh, it doesn't last but a couple days, so I have to make some more. but I would have to do a model and then let them do it. So we might get back there. I don't know. Hmm. So, kids reminds me of the Rainbow Fish book with the pretty cover. Yes, definitely. I just try to for art wise and um, you know, sample wise. I try to keep the things condensed to what we can put in their notebooks. I don't want everything displayed, but maybe like the little fish I think he did. It was probably about that big um, with the Play-Doh. Maybe some small fish would be, the clay, hardened clay. That would be a good little paperweight or something like that that just wouldn't take up too much room. And then they could paint it and stuff like that. So have a little reminder. But yeah, I just don't want to make some major projects that we have to put somewhere because there is no room. It would be cool to do the inside of the fish. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about it because one of the kids they made the gills in something. What was he telling me? So I thought, wow, okay, that's a good idea. I don't know what he used. Fish flip book with the inside of the fish. That might be a good idea. Yeah. So, and these little projects like fish, I try to add something in their art notebook and in their science notebook. And I think the last time we did fish, it went into their geography notebook because we were studying Japan. So, and sometimes when I do projects like that, instead of making them do two, I will make a copy of one and just put it into the other notebook. So they will have it both ways. But yeah, a flip book might be nice. Guys are giving me all kinds of ideas. Oh boy. Other than that, what else are we doing? Trying to think of anything else. Our science topic is space, and I'm spacing out. Yeah, we did a little bit of space with our geography, and it's one of those things. I haven't really delved into that. That's something I'm waiting till they get maybe next year because I want them to do the hands-on projects. So that's what I've been doing for a lot of stuff. I just keep it basic because I remember my older kids, when they got around 8 and 9, they started doing more hands-on stuff, and they did it on their own. So I'm trying to save things and not do everything for them project-wise, and let them kind of, have something to look forward to. Yeah, we didn't really do anything. We haven't built any, we have a kit. We haven't built the solar system, but we do have a kit. What else? We have done, have we even drawn? I think we have drawn, painted, or something like that. Yeah, so much on space, the constellations and yeah, I thought about doing some more on the constellations, but we haven't done that yet. My daughter begs me for stuff to do. She's very eager, and it sounds like my kids. They always whatever. They are down to do whatever I give them or whatever. I just leave stuff out really, and they will go and get it. She's crafty, likes to write a bit, but loves crafts. Yeah, that's me. Anything with my hands, I just create. It may not be what I envisioned or maybe something I saw, but it, it works itself out. So I try. I'm not a professional, but I try. Hmm. We're doing space now. Wow. I know we did get a while ago when we were into space, we got some stuff from NASA, and that was pretty fun. And then I talked to them about a trip that I took to the Huntsville Space Center. Well, that was kind of fun. But other than that, nothing else interesting. And I can't even imagine what we're going to get into later. I don't even, yeah, I just don't want to go there. It just seems like one lesson rolling into the next. We're finishing out the year with a curriculum from our state's Department of Conservation, reinforcing ecosystems. Wow, we're doing the outdoor parts of it as a co-op with friends. Well, that's neat. Yeah, you guys are just creative. It's that time of the year for more hands-on fun stuff. That does sound fun. Yeah. I wish we could just all just teleport into everybody's classroom. I think that was a topic I was thinking of. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right now. If you could teleport into somebody's classroom for a week, who would it be? Name me 3 people. My first choice would be Pepper and Pine. It's still winter here. Oh well. Wow, it's still winter. It's hot. It is. It's HOT. Spring has sprung and it's hot out here. Oh, it's pretty though. It's been very, very windy. But I say it's hot. It's probably about 77, maybe even 80. But yeah, I would love to spend some time just hanging out in some homeschool classrooms. I just find that fascinating. So, anybody else? I think the next one. Hmm. I think probably my next one would be. It's kind of a toss up, but probably Farmstead Journal. Abby. Full time wife life, yeah. Pepper and Pine. Just so Trish. Yeah, Trish. Um, see, it's so many out there. It's just hard to pick. But Farmstead Journal. Oh my gosh, see, I don't want to leave anybody out, but um, gosh, who else am I thinking of? Um, let's see. Who else did you guys say? Trish, mine. Well, thank you. Hi, Tina. Sodbuster. Um, hmm, I'm trying to think of somebody that who else? Ethnic green living. Yeah, that one would be interesting. Um, Somebody that does not have a lot of kids that I watch. I mean, it's still so many. I'm trying. Salty Tribe. Yeah, that would definitely be fun because you just think school is on the beach every day. Oh, there's one I haven't seen in a while. Salty Tribe. I think. Yeah, I can't. My brain is not, and I'll think of it later. But it's just so many. You know, I know it's easy to pick the families with many children, but there are definitely some that, a couple of children that we love to watch. Um, Maybe somebody will bring up one that I'm thinking of. I can't really think of. Wouldn't that be fun? Indeed. Guys, my kids are funny. They think that people snips and smells. Oh yeah. They think people on YouTube are not real, and that's so funny because I had to explain. Oh yeah, I had to explain that I'm real, and they see me on YouTube, but they could not grasp that concept because I was talking to Hannah on the phone, and they were like, "Mom, you're not talking. You weren't talking to her," and they knew I was, but they were like, "But she's on YouTube," and it was so funny. So, it's so crazy how these kids think. And I think they're low key trying to ask me how to start a channel though. So I have to watch some kids. Andrea Mills. Yeah, that one will be interesting. Interesting as well. Yep, there's so many. So, but yeah, I would just, sit down and join the class and just hang out. I want to see the week, see what happens, how do things work, and that would just be so fun. Oh boy. Maybe not for you know, in retrospect it wouldn't be because, it's real life, but we want to see the good stuff. It's a UPS man, is he coming my way? Come knock on my door. I'm waiting on something. Nobody said busy bees. Yeah, it's just so many people to choose from. I think our plant-based lunch, I would also love to go and sit in with them and see how they do. And there's just only three of them. So, yeah, that would be interesting. Hmm. I think there's so much we can glean from each other. We don't have too many homeschool families we have connected with They're all so busy. Exactly. Ooh, I don't know. My busy bees and me, Erica, used to be Grateful 8. So, um, yeah, there is so much we can gain from others, and it's just, it'll be a good party, JD. Oh yeah, that would be an interesting one. It's a big party. Nice big party. I don't know if you guys watch Heritage Ways, but I like Heritage Ways as well. Mm, I have to check her out. Oh yeah, military family. So I kind of, classed in their own military families. There's quite a few of us, um, or them, and so they're just kind of kind of. I was not saying a league of their own, but in a league of their own. It's, the moving and the um, material and things like that. Having to pack everything up and wait for things. That's a whole different ball game. So, you should link us to the ones you like. One day I may, but I don't know. I'm comfortable doing this because we're just in conversation, but I don't want anybody to feel left out or anything. Um, if I don't mention them, you guys know I support everybody from big to small. I support everybody. I watch everybody. So, you know, a lot of people that I do enjoy are people that are not that known. They're a smaller channel, but um, they are. I may find them through their blog or something like that, and I really appreciate those as well. Um, I'm trying to see if somebody comes up in my feed here that we did not mention, so I can tell you guys about. Nobody said Jay Morrell. I would like to go visit the forest. They are just, yeah, she's a riot. Uh, I already told you guys about North and South. They don't have a classroom, but boy, if I could join them, yeah, I would just go hang out with them on all their traveling adventures. I think that would be the coolest homeschool experience. So, yeah, lots and lots of people. Our tribe of 10 will be another one. She is. Oh, yeah. So, I wonder if Pepper says you were one of my first subscribers, Mocha Mommy. 7 within my first. Wow. Well, hey, see, I'm telling you guys, I don't know. I just find people and sub to them, because I appreciate everybody subbing to me, and it doesn't matter if you're known or not. If you're just starting out, if you're supporting me, I'm going to support you back. So I just found Tribe of 10. Yes, I love them. I'm so waiting on the baby. So waiting. So yeah, but I can't remember who all. I know I have a lot of subs that have been with me pretty much. I know Freeman has been with me pretty much since the beginning. So I do appreciate, cut this thing off because it's getting on my nerves. I'm not that high. But, yeah, I have been around. And see, I wasn't even doing homeschooling stuff. The videos back then, it was just of the kids and diapers and random stuff. So, yeah, but everybody has their own, something I can take away, and that's the unique thing about this. It's just like virtual friendships here. Falco, yeah. So, yeah, virtual friendships. So, these kids are doing. Yeah, nobody else has come up. I have so many people in here. I don't watch just homeschool channels, so it's a diverse. Um, just supported Tribe of 10. Look like a cool family. Oh, well, thank you. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. I know they are in the Midwest, Northwest. I'm trying to get my direction here without telling where they are. Yep. Her husband is from Kenya. So I have found some of my closest friends through social media. Some I haven't even met. Yeah, isn't that cool how you can, connect with people that you've never met, and just that connection. So, but I am definitely pressing to go meet somebody. I feel a California coming. I can't tell you guys, but I might be going on a road trip. So I'm gonna try to make something happen. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can I don't know if the timing is right because there's so much going on, but you guys know we have one transitioning into college. Praise the Lord. We are kind of almost somewhere with some answers, but we got two good answers, and they're both in California. So yeah, this kid has to get out there. And it was interesting because one of the schools is one that I was going to choose. So very interesting. We're just working out the details of the scholarships to see, and then waiting to see if anything else comes through before the decision is passed down. So, yeah. Yeah, I am totally going that way, so I may be in the line of, I don't know, trying to meet somebody, even if it's for a few minutes. I connect with people on YouTube and IG far more than the real people in my life. I can do it on my time. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That is so true. So true. Not to, say that real life friends are not necessary and they're not fun and needed. But yeah, you know, I can turn you guys on and turn you guys off. So so neat technology. That wind is blowing. Um, yeah, I don't know how I would. What I can't say what I would gain from teleporting, but I think it would just. I don't know that we would actually get anything done because I think everybody would be so excited just to meet everybody. There wouldn't be much work going on. It would be very hard. It would be more of a social meeting than a watch hang out in our classroom. But even the tour, a real life tour, and you know sit down and talk about it. I think that would be fun. Hmm, so, trying to think other topic I wanted to talk about. A hot topic. Too bad we couldn't have multiple on. We actually could a video chat. We could on a hangout, and I'm trying to figure out how to I can do it. If you guys are interested in doing a hangout, we can do a hangout. But yeah, I mean, it would just be like I said, a conversation. We wouldn't be doing anything. It would be a party. Probably not accomplished. We have fun. Yeah, definitely fun. So, but yeah, that would be quite interesting. Quite interesting. I wish we all just lived in the same place and we could just have one central school. That would be the best party, the best homeschool experience in the world, you know? And then there would be no burnout. There would be no nothing. How did I forget about Sockbuster? Yeah, I said Sockbuster. Yeah, we wouldn't have any problems because we would all be right there to support each other. If we didn't feel like teaching, somebody else would. And, we would all just collaborate. It would be perfect. So let's just get together and build this giant place and teleport there. Like the Jetsons, you know? Can we do that? Just get in the ship or the what did they have? Those air cars. Oh man. Wishful thinking. And what century are we in and we still can't do that? So, yeah, I wish. um But no, seriously, I wanted to talk about, we talked about Toys R Us, this planning. I wanted to talk about something else affecting the economy, but not, I mean, I've seen it a lot lately, but it's just not, it's affecting the economy, but some people think it's not, it doesn't pertain to them. Super fast trains, yeah, that's what we need. Yep, just to the middle of the country, Texas, because it's big and we need a big space for a big school. So everybody have to come to Texas and come to school. So yeah. How fun the video co-op would be. It would be, yeah, more fun to get together physically though. Definitely. But no, seriously, what I've been seeing is harvest boxes. And have you guys seen anything? Have you heard anything? Do you know what they're about? This harvest box program is everywhere. This thing is that everybody is pointing the finger at Mr. Trump for doing. But Seriously, the thing is, it's not anything viable. They have samples. My take on it is, dude, 3 months, 6 months, you eat off that stuff, and then think about what you plan on doing before you want to regulate. Haven't heard about them. Okay, y'all. Well, this is the thing. Harvest boxes are something that they had put on the table, and he has bitten this thing because, he will, yeah, he will try to gain every vote he can get. But it is to replace the SNAP program, the EBT program. Okay. Um, and like I said, a lot of people think it does not affect them because they're not recipients or what have you. But I'm going to tell you guys, it does affect everybody. And we all need to be worried about it. Not in large part that it's going to happen. It's not going to come to pass. But 44 million people, 46 million people on the SNAP program in this country. A lot of them are elderly, children, a lot of them are working class families where one parent does actually work. They just don't, make enough. And that's the majority of families, okay? There are people doing all sorts of things. Now, that's why you see, budget, so many food budgets and things like that, because that's where the majority of the money goes. You have to keep a roof over your head. People are barely eating. Working people are barely eating because food is just too much. So, in regards to it doesn't apply, did we not just come out of 2 major hurricanes? Actually 3, okay? Because we got to count Puerto Rico. But I know in Texas alone, what happened with the program, so many people came north, they couldn't even verify in the state who was on it or who had what, because people had people had lost everything, and they had to hand out emergency assistance to everybody, just any and everybody. That affected the whole country, not just our state, but it affected, because the money had to come from somewhere, okay? We had months where there was barely any food, okay, on the shelves. But so many people that were working class, blue collar, white collar, lost their homes, lost everything, and they had to go on assistance. So he comes out of nowhere saying, I'm getting ready to cut this budget because we don't have the money and implement this thing. And what it is it's a box, okay? What they're saying is they're going to have this box delivered to the home, or the box may be like at a food distribution center where people have to go and pick the food up. But it's a box, or what it is they're trying to figure out, because they haven't really said too much. Is it going to be like some of the food, say like, I don't know, if someone gets $150 in EBT benefits, they're going to do half of that in that box. Okay, so you'll go get your fresh fruit and vegetables or what have you at the store. Okay, what the basic thing is, they're saying that people on the SNAP program are irresponsible. Okay, they don't know how to buy food. So the government wants to regulate the food. And I'm like, who regulates McDonald's and Burger King and all of these other places? The government. Okay? But you want to, no. The stuff that they're putting in the boxes, canned food, canned meat, they want to do staples like peanut butter, beans, pasta, all the random stuff. If you guys go back, I know everybody knew about the Depression and the government cheese, back in the day. All of that, the powdered eggs. Okay, we're not back in the day. Okay? The whole idea, he's not even thinking over this, because you want to set up a whole distribution chain. Who's going to make all these boxes? Okay, this mess has to be put together. So you got to hire a team of people. Okay, and then you have to get this stuff distributed. That's creating more work. That's putting more deficit. Duh. I mean, and then the other part is the people that, there are people that cannot eat certain things and will not eat. And some of the people are saying, well, they're lazy. They just need to go get a job. If you're hungry, you're going to eat it. It's people with allergies. Yeah, people with allergies. So what it's going to do is, okay, it's going to cause more illness. Okay. So they're killing off more people. Beggars can't be choosers. You signed up for the program. That's what a lot of the naysayers are saying. And it's like, okay, there's elderly people, again, you can't just feed people anything. And then the other thing they said about that, the allergy thing, they're saying what they're going to do is pull people's EBT history. Okay, because every time any card, even your own debit card, tracks that's how your credit is monitored. It tracks where you shop. So if you are like a person that shops at the dollar store and you use your debit card there, your credit card there, that lowers your points. Okay, it lowers your points every time. So the quality of the store. But they said that they can pull up the history on those cards of what you're purchasing. So they're going to check people's history, their food history, to see what they purchased, to see if they buying chips and soda and and I'm like, are y'all serious? So the thing is, all it takes is another major disaster, which nobody is immune to. And there's going to be more people on the program. So, yeah, nobody should tell anybody what to eat. And nobody is immune to it. That's the thing. We're all in jeopardy of this, whether we're on it now or we were before, or we're going to have to be, because, all it takes is a loss of income. You never know. And the people are saying, well, it was meant, the system was meant to, it was meant to help. It's a stepping stone. It's not something to, be used for a lifetime. True that, but people get in situations and sometimes you just can't get out of them. That's just, but you have people that are abusing the system. That happens anywhere, Are they what I'm saying is it's going to cause a revolt. People are not going to want to eat. You guys, there's videos. So after you watch this, you can go search YouTube for Harvest Box and you can see they had like frozen, I don't even know what it was. Looked like could be some stew or something. Somebody showed some crumbling up hard biscuits, and I'm like, oh my God, they want people to eat this stuff. Like I said, I want him to eat that mess for about 3-6 months. If he don't kill over, then he can come back and put that mess in effect. But yeah, it's not like, it's a regulation. They shouldn't be tracking. And yeah, new allergies pop up all the time. So and it's somebody kind of compared it to the WIC program. Now the WIC program is different in that it is allotment of what you can get, and it is also government regulated, but it's a good program as well. It helps the women, infant, and the children, under 5 years old. And so yeah, you get a monthly stipend of different kind of foods, and they regulate that stuff all the time, and they add new things. They had taken away, I think, potatoes at one time, and they added it. They added yogurt, just all kinds of good stuff. So and it's fresh fruit and vegetables. That's what I like about it. This thing is a box on dry ice that they're talking about shipping. Blue Apron. This ain't no Blue Apron. Trump apron. It's not nothing fresh. The stuff looks repulsive. So yeah, I don't know who, but what it is, it's a diversion. It's everybody is panicking, but it's a diversion to something else going on. That's the main thing. So you guys have to keep your eyes open and be alert. But like I said, I've been seeing this thing pop up all over the place. People are afraid, what's going to happen. People probably be robbing the grocery store, This just something you cannot regulate. It's just, you're not going to take away the program. It's not going to happen. It's not going to save any more money than it's doing. People are not going to stop trading, because that's what they're saying. They're trying to stop the, the fraud and things like that. You know, again, you got white collar people walking in those places for assistance, you know. So, you know, it's just not going to happen. The country is built on fraud, period. And they allow it because it helps. So I think he just, he is the biggest pawn, but, he does stuff because he wants attention. That's all. But, yeah, get him to agree to this mess so that people can be afraid. But they truly did not think this thing through. Because, like I say, the thing with the, the allergies and things like that, you can't, even the, some kids, the peanut butter being in the box with the stuff. Hello. You want some of that? Where's Tariq? Outside. Okay, well tell him to get it for you. Thank you. So they're talking about some crazy stuff, just plain crazy, micromanaging. I can't remember the name of the family. Oh yeah, the Turpin case. They're the ones that moved from Texas. That's the ones I talked about a couple weeks ago, and I put that what do you call that? That message out. Basic human rights are being taken away. Yeah, he's definitely an attention seeker. The better off to have a way to use the benefits at local farmers markets. And see, you can do that. I know with the WIC program, they give what do you call those things? Checks or vouchers or something that you can use at a farmer's market. So, but still, I mean, the basis is the stuff that they're handing out, and then they were saying they might have the boxes at the stores, and people, I guess they get so many boxes a month. I don't know, and it gets subtracted off their amount, but and the stuff that they are putting in the box is processed. It's all processed food. So I'm like, why are you trying to kill everybody off like that? Any way he can. Local farmers take EBT now. Yeah, we sell produce. Okay. So yeah, it is become a commonplace that people, what happened is a lot of people from the 90s era, 80s era were not taught proper food nutrition, and that's what happened to the kids. They, all the obesity and all the TV and all that stepped in, and they're just, not educated on health. And if they were educated like the WIC program, hey, this is how, because they make you take these classes and stuff before they give you the stuff, things would be fine. I think nutrition should be part of school. That should be something, I don't know, when parents have babies, that should be a class. I know they do a little bit in the hospital, but, that should be just a given. Processed food is not even food. Yeah. Just garbage in, garbage out leads to more illness. Exactly. So basically, they're just trying to kill off more people. But it's just, they're not going to accomplish getting this thing done. They're saying in 5 years, the whole EBT system will be wiped out. Can you go make that for her? Yes. And so, yeah, it's just too much. And, there's elderly people that are not even mobile, and so how is that going to affect them? He's just not really thinking, oh, I'm just going to give them this. And a lot of them, I don't know, it's microwave stuff. Is that even... What's the matter now? Oh, no. I'm saying people are just lazy and don't want to cook. So, yeah, some people, like I say, some people don't know how to cook and they make poor choices, but that's anybody. I see working class people filling up their shopping carts with junk. So, just because it's not, they work for it, but, yeah, they got the money from somewhere. It's not solely theirs. So, what difference? Our insurance just sent out paperwork saying 1 in 100 suffer from hypothyroidism and 5 in 100 suffer from Yeah, that's new in the last 20 years. Yep. Nutrition is extremely important in our homeschool. I have overcome certain illnesses with changing what we eat. If food impacts us that much, the government knows this. Exactly. So why keep feeding people this stuff? Yeah, they know, just like they know the restaurants are doing it too, but they regulate certain restaurants. They are the ones that control which restaurants go in what neighborhoods and stuff like that. So this is no different. Hypothyroid. Yeah. So I just hopefully people will realize that it does not affect people that are currently on this in the system, or it will never affect them because it's going to affect everybody. If you live in this country, it is going to affect you in some way. And it's crazy. And I mean, just think, if people are not eating from those boxes and they just don't eat, which I know many people that probably would, that would be a serious problem. So I like to try to see him deal with starving people, literally starving. The hospitals would be so overrun with people. Children would be sick. Just all kinds of stuff. My extended family make fun of me because I don't have a microwave. My brother's recovering from major surgery and laughing. I did. Girl, I don't even, we had gotten rid of it and recently got one, but the only thing they use is popcorn, and that's rarely because I have a thing about the popcorn. But yeah, we old school. Heat it up, cook it on the stove or in the oven. I don't like that microwave. A lot of food. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of food waste. So exactly, they're just going to end up wasting the food, and which is not going to help the budget either. But like I said, just the manpower to get this thing started and the people to set up these distribution centers, that's more money. He's wasting so much money trying to do that. Um, Unfortunate. Insane what a person with power will do. It just abuse good power. So, and it's many, saying grow gardens and things like that. Yeah, that's true. There could be a lot more community gardens and things like that. But the problem is with the gardens, you need those airtight greenhouses because the chemtrails are out. Anybody with a garden, your food still is not safe. I don't care if you are growing it because the chemtrails are out there. So you need one of those hydroponic greenhouses. I'm hypo. My 13-year-old recently diagnosed hypo. My 19-year-old, wow. Her resting heart rate is in the 120s range, even on meds. Wow. Yeah, this is just too much. The government is just, I mean, U.S. affects Canada. Oh, yeah, it does. It definitely does. Definitely. So, and the thing, he couldn't even help Puerto Rico, okay? Not that he couldn't, he didn't want to, but you see how long it took for him to get out there and get them lights and stuff back on for them people to, just have power, okay? How you think he gonna get food to the stores and to the people at the door on time? He's not. He don't care. People will starve before they get those boxes. In Canada, we do food vouchers and have restrictions. No, yeah, no. Yeah, and see, that's what they need to do. The cards are already restricted to certain things. They can restrict them more. They really can. I know what they did here. I think it's no deli items on those cards. But when the hurricane happened, they did not, they lifted that because people needed things. And even like miscellaneous stuff, they lifted it because the stores were out of things. So, the rotisserie stuff, the potato salads, all that kind of stuff. You were able to buy anything because there was no restriction on them. And it wasn't, the stuff is not being abused. People actually need to eat. And there's no joke. Getting away from chemtrails. Nope. So yeah, they can definitely restrict those cars even more and make sure, and just like they do with the WIC program, label certain things on the shelves. If they, he really wanted to do something like that, hey, this is what you can buy, but within reason. Keep it within reason. Don't limit, don't make people G-free, they got to eat the gluten bread. Don't do stuff like that. But people are saying, I'm going to the doctor, I'm getting doctor's notes and, all kinds of stuff because I can't, we can't do this. And it's crazy that people have to go to that extreme over this one person. Please, anyone who has thyroid issues, check out Dr. Brownstein's book on iodine. Saved my life, no joke. All right, Art Fat Finger. And be wearing those blue ties. Girl, yes, him in the blue ties. I told you guys, take the ties out. I just don't like the idea of the government telling people what they can buy. Yeah. I mean, and they're doing it already, but, this type of thing, this is going too far. Sometimes people need ready-to-eat food, especially in disaster. Exactly. So this is too much, what if you have to, you got to travel somewhere or, emergency situation. I don't see this thing happening, food frozen, to be honest, people are barely eating, people getting their utilities cut off. So if they got this frozen food and no utilities, then what? Is he thinking about that? So many other fights. Yeah, there are. So I'm just trying to figure out, how this thing, like I said, I'm not, I'm looking out, but I'm not really concerned because I know it's a diversion to something else going on, and we're in March, something that we're going to have some major stuff happen, in the next couple of months. It's going to be a major emergency, more, flood, fire, hurricane, whatever, stuff is going to start happening. This happened every year, so something major is going to happen. And so many more people are going to need help. Yeah, they are definitely. Like I said, I want to see him. Like they said, if he want more votes, he going to have to eat the stuff. People going to have to see him eat from those boxes if he wants some more votes. So I'm all for it. I'm not going to vote for him, but I want to see you eat it. Yeah, I definitely want to see him eat from those boxes. And feed your whole family from them. Future GMOs Trump. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, man-made disaster. There you go. Yep. They're happening. You guys, I didn't bring up the fact that I know some of you guys got a call asking if we were okay. I talked about the Parkland 30 meals, 3 meals a day exactly. Government and media play a giant shit game. Look at people at the shiny thing too. Nothing to see here. Yeah. The Parkland shooting, and many of you all may be aware of the bombs here in Austin. Um, Isolated, but they were looking at Parkland being the motive for the bombs being left, the box bombs being left on people's doorsteps, and they're saying it's racial. Now, all they showed were African American. Yes, there were deaths over them, but went to one neighborhood and said this is where they're targeted. So now everybody's scared to open or touch, packages on their doorstep. So yeah, they're asking for help to, for anybody. And see, the thing about that is, they're claiming they don't have any information because it's just random doorstep. There are cameras on every street in America. Okay, whether you guys know that or not, there are cameras, and they are aimed to catch the plates. So, and even if it was somebody on foot, they know who left them packages, but they want to act like, they got the SWAT team and everybody out and locked down everywhere. Okay. Austin. So, I hadn't seen anything in Dallas. Maybe something popped up, but, of course it's going to be a copycat thing. But yeah, they got cameras on these streets. So, I say, hey, go watch your footage. Go watch your footage, And along with the cameras, they have the drones out. So they know who's doing this stuff. But the government act like we are just, so naive. But, yeah, it's very sad because there were lives lost over these bombs. I tell my kid, don't pick up nothing. I don't care if it has my name on it. Don't pick up nothing. Just leave it be, because people are crazy. They're saying, yeah, you wonder how they're being made. They're saying they have to be made within that neighborhood because they're kind of like pipe bombs. So yeah, they're not that skilled, whoever's doing it. That's why I'm like, how could you not know? They didn't come far. I mean, you don't know who was in that vicinity. No, and they weren't delivered. They were hand delivered. So people are dropping the packages off. I wonder how these packages are making it to people home without blowing up. Okay. How is it making through those sensors? Yeah, these were actually hand delivered. So that's what they're saying. They don't know who. And I don't buy that because of the cameras in the neighborhood. But yeah, definitely if they went through UPS or anything, that mess won't get through. So, yeah. They just always try to pull the okie doke and say whatever. And I don't believe that the people, I don't doubt that, the lives that were lost, but I believe there were more, and I believe that they were in more neighborhoods. They're just not letting on to that. They want to make this thing into a racial thing. So I just kind of pay attention and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not buying into that. Remind me of the anthrax. Yep. Yeah, I talked about that a while ago when they had us scared to open the mail and yeah. So, yeah, things are going to happen. And we just have to open up our eyes and be aware. So, no worries on the Toys R Us. None of that. When did we come to have such little respect for human life? I can get pretty mad without feelings. Without feeling the need to kill anyone. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody, I mean, there's no compassion these days. People are just, I don't know. I have no idea. The world is, whew, it's corrupt. And this country is it's already gone. It's so sad. I don't understand why people want to come live over here. It's crazy. It's scary. Oh boy. But, what's I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. Same here in Canada. Wow. I don't know if you guys know anybody that, well, actually, I don't even want to say know anybody, but the harvest boxes, share the information because there are people that don't know and should know. Everybody should be aware of what's going on, in my opinion. I said, it's crazy. What's going on over in Canada? I always said I want to go over to Canada. I'm just, the prices, that's what's getting me. It's more expensive, the cost of living. I would want to be somewhere I can get uh, to the States in an hour or two. I don't know where we could go that's any better. Sometimes it's easier to live with the devil. Yep, it is. I mean, we can't escape it unless we are living under a rock or something. Because, I mean, we need things. That's just how it is. But, man, I remember when the economy, well, I don't remember, but the economy used to be set up on a bartering system. Now everybody's just so money hungry. Excuse me. We seem to have less crime with guns, but canes and drugs. Oh, okay. That's in Canada. It's very expensive. Vancouver Island off the coast of BC is beautiful. Yes, I have some friends up there, but put harvesting in to disguise it is bad. A lot of gang violence with drugs. But yeah, foundation. Okay, and now you can't get people. You can't. It's very rare that you can find people that will barter anything. And it's what you gonna give me? Or they trying to get over, a little bit of work for a lot of whatever. Money is, it's the root. It is the root of all evil. All the violence and everything that it causes, destruction. I just know that the rich, the rich won't be rich in heaven. That's for sure. If they make it there. Most people are all for themselves. Yeah, they are. I was telling my somebody not that long ago, we were talking about bartering. Um, you, I'm by I can go to a store not that far, and the man say, you know what? If you ever come over here and you need something and you don't have any money, just let me know. And I was like, say anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Just let me know. if you got to come back next month and bring me the money, just bring me the money. And I'm like, that's nice to know. You are some good people, because you don't find people like that. You don't find people like that at all that will just give you. Now, I talked about that in the country where my dad is. They do that. And the kids were surprised when they were able to go to the store. But, in the city, but, yeah. I mean, many times I would go to the store. He wouldn't even charge me for stuff. I'm like, wow. I didn't have to go, haven't been one of those situations, but he would just, here, you could have it, and if the kids are there, you can have this, whatever. Bag of chips, take your chips, whatever it is. You just let them have it. So that we really appreciate. Lots of bullying and depression. But yeah, I think if we, more or less stuck together and worked on systems like that, then it wouldn't be so much about the money and, things like that. It would be more honesty. So, yep, sad to say, this dude is trying to pull all kind of shenanigans. I'm trying to think of what might be next. What I'm thinking is technology. They are already regulating the technology, but something's gonna happen over these cell phones because everybody have them, and it's gonna cause a frenzy. So I don't know. They might try to make every phone an iPhone or something, and because they know people don't like iPhones. I know I would be very upset. I don't know. But that's what I'm just thinking. It's just gonna be something stupid. But everybody tries something. Even my man Obama with the Obamacare. There was a hidden agenda behind that. So unfortunate that they sell out like that. Well, some of them come in the office sold out, but you cannot put anything past these people. Oh boy. I don't know if anybody else found out anything interesting going on. Yep, always hidden agenda. Yeah, I just try to catch, if I see something really relevant pop up, like this turn paying case, and now it's pointing a finger at all the homeschoolers and the stuff they trying to do to, homeschoolers being abused and mm, still my stance is there needs to be some sort of regulation, because the reality is there's nobody checking on them, and there are parents, homeschool parents, that are abusive. Sadly, there are. They don't want anybody in the home. They don't want anybody doing anything, but these kids are being abused. They may be depressed and whatnot, and nobody knows anything because, they're kind of underground. So, and that Turpin case was an extreme case, and it wasn't the first one, but yeah, in California they'll pass all kinds of stuff. So, I don't know how that's going to affect the rest of the country, and how people are going to not be so readily to admit that they homeschool. But yeah, there are public school kids that are abused. Yeah, yeah, that is the whole point. No child is immune to it. But when you think of a homeschool child, you don't typically think of that, because what homeschool parents do that? You know, And, you know, public school, they're used to seeing it all the time. It's something they have to report. But see, a homeschool child may not even be under a doctor's care or anything. So they're often under the radar. So that leads me to wonder how many kids are actually being abused, you know, being homeschooled. That's sad. It is very alarming because you don't think like that. Anything else in here? Anywho, those of you that did join the homeschool controversy chat, I appreciate it. Those of you that watched, I saw many people that watched. Hopefully, you know, it's a healthy discussion. And nothing more. You know, I appreciate the discussion. Maybe in the future I have some more things coming up. Because I just, you know, it's just good to discuss things. I started homeschooling more than 20 years ago, and we weren't as open about it as now. Yeah, because you really, you didn't have that much cover. You know, it was like, what? You're homeschooling. If we were a community, a caring community, we'd have less of this. Yeah, we would. Yeah, we definitely would. You know, because you get those that say the kids all kind of evil stuff, and then you get those that say, you know, you're doing a good thing. You know, it's good because the school system is poor, and it's, you know, yeah, it's poor. The school system was set up for the economy, not for education, because everybody does not learn the same way. What is that? Give me this. Hello, where did you get that? Oh no.
Rick gave me it.
Oh no, ma'am, we don't do that. That's yucky. Can you say hello?
Hello.
What have you learned? Have you learned anything today? What did you learn today?
Math.
Good. She did her math. What kind of math? What is one of the problems you learned? Or you know?
Plus equals.
Plus equals. So we've been working on plus equals. That's what she calls addition. Did you work on takeaway?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, they said hi Zi. Hi Z. So they're telling you hi. You see it? You read it?
I don't
See the Z right there?
I can't see
You
it.
can't see the Z? I probably have to put you right here. And so you can see it on my screen. You see it? See the Z right there? See, it said hello, hi. Ah. All right. You definitely smell like outside. You want to go play? Look at all of this. Oh my goodness, y'all. The struggle is real. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. Love your hair. I don't know what to say. I shared yesterday, I think, finally. I forgot. But I think that was 2 weeks ago when I did that. If you guys know, you're waiting on hair vlog. All that footage is still on the other hard drive, and I still got to get the hard drive, put it in a, not the hard drive, I mean the motherboard. The hard drive is in there. Put in the computer to get all that footage up from last year. But I did a new hair vlog with just her, I think. So I'm going to work on getting that one up too. I straightened her hair, something I had never done, but I find that she has hair like my 18-year-old. It's very resilient, but it's beautiful, very thick. She's one that if I have to, it's hair day, I can't wash her hair and everybody else's and like do a lot to it because my hands can't handle that. I would always have to do a couple of the girls and then that one by themselves. But I last year straightened it with I tension blow dried it. Worked out really well. I shared the pictures and it stayed like that for a good 3 weeks. I straightened her hair. I pressed it with the pressing comb. I did not vlog it. It was too much. I can't even say how long it took because her hair is just so thick. I had to do sections and it was not pretty. But I needed to get to her roots and I needed to see what I was working with. The child has a lot of hair. And I don't know. I have not found a product yet or products yet that have enough slip because it's so thick. I can't just put anything in it like because it's so curly. Even if I wet it, I can never comb straight through her hair from bottom to top. It's a lot. And, you know, I can't do chemicals because it's too resistant. And she's too little anyway. But I even thought if I cut it again, it wouldn't do anything but grow back threefold. Like when the 2-year-old, was she 2 then? She was 2 and she cut her hair. She was a year and a half almost. Anyway, look how much hair she have now. And that was only 2 years ago. She had shaved it to the scalp. So I said, well, I'm not going to do that. Coconut oil it's not good. Not for them. Coconut oil, shea butter. I can use olive oil a little bit. I can mix some olive oil with coconut and stuff like that. But no product. I mean, you guys, it's like, I don't know. I know a lot of it has to do with our water. But her, I just don't know. And because she's so small, normally my little kids, I would have already cornrowed their hair and beads on it and stuff. Her, she's almost 5. Never. Because I can't get through. I can barely part. Her parts are usually old parts. From when I wash, her parts will come back. So I just, whatever part, I find the part and use it. Because getting a comb through, and the comb is a big comb. It's a large detangling comb. But she will not sit long enough for me to do it. So anyway, I pressed her hair out. It's the middle of her back. I didn't trim it. And it was good until yesterday. Last night, somebody turned on the shower. The other girls, I washed their hair day before yesterday. I did not wash hers. I was going to let it kind of roll and see how long. But I did share the pictures on Instagram of it straightened, not down. I vlogged the down part. I took it down the next day. Just kind of. So I'm going to get that up. But I have not found Cantu. I've tried the Cantu. I've tried pretty much everything. And it is like, I don't know. I mean, it was good when I switched from using shampoo on their hair. Because that was drying it out. But I need something that I can work that comb through from the end to the root. And I can't do it every time. And if I don't do it, it will tangle. So the thing is, if I could put her in the shower every day and do her hair, oh my gosh, it's beautiful in the shower. She has some beautiful curls. Like, I don't know if I had this picture. Oh yeah, I do. Like my son, my daughter has these curls too. But I don't have a picture of her with her hair out like that. Actually, I have one. But, let me see if I can find this picture of my little one. In just a minute. 2 of my kids actually have hair like that. My girls, I should say, besides her. But, let's see. This little boy, before the little, natural hair thing. See if you guys can see that. Oh, there you go. Where's my camera? There we go. Okay. Beautiful curls. Just beautiful. If I could put her in a shower every day, everything would be gravy. She won't let me do it. because I could just wet it and put whatever I need on it, even if I had to do a little gel or a little oil or something like that, and you know, I could get through it, but she won't let me do that. So I'm like, gosh, I have to be, you know, I can't just, because it'll tangle. So I have to be able to get through it. It's just not her hair is very the texture, she has those tight curls. It's like coils. So, and I just, you know, I feel so bad that I have to do so much, but I think what I figured out is I have to keep it stretched. So I have to when I wash it, I'm gonna have to blow dry it. I'm gonna tension blow dry it, and then the next day I'm gonna go in with the straightening comb and just section. Even if I have to do a section at a time like I did before, then I will do it. But I can't wet style her hair. Hopefully when she get a little bit older, I can wet style it, but it has to be totally wet. So, and I hate to do the, I would rather do the heat over the chemical. Because I remember back in the day, see, people are scared these days. Oh, they need the heat protecting, you need the this, you that. Back in the day, everybody was at the stove with the pressing comb and the hair was down the back. With some Dax, some Blue Magic. It wasn't no heat protecting. That's what you had. Maybe some, when the pink lotion came on the scene, that's what happened. Everybody had hair down the back. So I said, I'm just going to take it back to that. She can handle it. She hasn't had any loss because of it. And just keeping it stretched is my main goal. So what you doing? Let me see. Let's pull this picture up. Oh, well, you're going to have to go ask him if he can get your popcorn. Because I know some of you guys are not on Instagram. So I'm going to kind of show you. Oh, wait, I'm on a picture. But, see if I can pull up one of the pictures. I know I erased this stuff so quick. Alright, let me just go to Instagram and pull it up. My phone is always full of storage. And yeah, there we go. So this is what she looked like when I first did it. So you just saw her, so you saw the difference. This is the back. I'm moving away from the camera. There we go. So you can see the length. So if I can keep that going, then we'll be okay. Let me show you. This is what she really looked like when I did it. That face just tells all. That was the first picture I took. So she was not that happy, but she was happy to get up out the chair. So yeah, it's a lot. It came out good. Yeah. And it wasn't, you could see when in the footage, it wasn't bone straight, but it was good enough for me to get and part. I haven't had fresh parts in her hair since she was little. So, I mean, like baby little, since when it got cut, because I just could not get down all the way to her scalp. It wasn't, you could see it wasn't really straight because she was irritated, but you know, I was just happy to be able to take the comb and go like that. I was like, oh my gosh, what a miracle. But y'all, I'm telling you, all day long, it took me to do it. So this time I'm going to just break it up. I'm just going to wash it and, oh, okay. And then break it up. But I didn't use the stove comb. Let me show you guys. And I think I did vlog it. Yeah, or maybe I didn't. I didn't use the stove comb. I bought the and this is what I had before. I used the electric one, and this is a not the widest tooth. This is the second one because there's one smaller than this, and I know it's hard to see, but you don't want one real wide teeth. But it goes up to 500 degrees. So, I'm telling you. I couldn't see going to the stove with her. My older ones I did at the stove, but Her, actually, I have both, but her, I wouldn't put at the stove. It would take too long. Yeah, between that and this a Y2 comb, you would think I would be able to get through her hair really quickly. And
Troy will make a popcorn.
He won't. And see, look, the picture was all the way down her back. Now look what happened. That's what the water does, huh? The shrinkage is real, right? Your barrette is coming off. We'll make it in a few minutes. So, yep. We'll figure it out. Tariq! I'll make it in a minute. Yeah, hopefully I can find something that I can, something, or concoction. I've been working with stuff and I just have not found out anything. Brown girl's hair. Yes, I've been following brown girl's hair for years. I remember she talked about Ashay. She didn't know about, because she has boys, she didn't even know to wash the baby hair on a regular basis. She said, I had no idea, what to do with her hair. And she didn't, she just was not washing it. Not that it was caused a problem, but now she washes her hair more regularly. But she'd be like, it would be a month or so, because I didn't know. So, yeah. She just came out with, she just launched a product. She has a product line now. So, yeah. But, other than, I'm trying to think what I'm looking for. Something that's not an arm and a leg. I'm leery of, new products, because you guys know this stuff is about marketing. But something that has slip like, like, I don't want to say, but like a lubricant. I need something like that will absorb, literally, because even with the water, it dries it up. After it's wet and then it dries, the same effect is not there. So, but if I can get something that will slip it and keep it slipped and moist, yeah. But I have not found that beautiful product yet. Yep, one day. But yeah, all the butters and stuff like that, I nixed all of it because it's too thick. I don't really think little kids need butters and stuff like that on their hair. And the coconut oil I found was not really doing anything. It was clogging it. And if I do coconut oil, I cut it with olive oil, because it was too, it was leaving their hair ashy. That's what I call ashy, when it looked dry and dull. And so all it was doing was coating their hair. So, but also the other thing was, I never shared the footage on the product that I tried last year, that their hair is still in a recovery phase. I'm not one to badmouth a product. And because this one is a small company, I didn't really want to say anything. But I have a bag full of hair, okay? And I was so hot behind it. So hot. I didn't even ask for the money back. I just asked, what can I do to fix this? And I didn't get any kind of help. My product didn't do that. And I'm like, but then I go back in comments after the fact and see that I was not the only one. It's one of those, everybody says it's good, but nobody wants to say it's bad because they don't want their name behind it, type of thing. So, yeah, a bag of hair. Out of all three of them. I could see if it was one, but it was all three of them. So I'm like, no, it's the product. It's not this, it's the product. I've combed hair live and you've never seen, and I'm like, I wasn't the only one here washing the hair, doing it. I wasn't the only one watching what was going on. Okay. So it was not us. It was the product. Glycerin help. I have used glycerin. I just, like I say, I have to, whatever with her, it eats up, it's highly porous. So I need a lot of something. I need a lot of something. Just like if you were to use lotion, and you just need a lot of lotion, you know, a lot every day. And I can't, whatever it is, it has to be thin. I can't just slather product on top of product every day, because it's going to make it worse. So that's why I just try to do less. It's easier for me to just, what I'm doing now, keep it stretched so that the product is actually going to help keep it hydrated, because it's hard when you have curly hair, because it has to, you know, the moisture, it has a tendency to dry out because the moisture is hard to lock because of the curls. So if I can keep it stretched and just keep it, you know, a little bit of product on it, and style it, you know, every other day or so, you know, she's good. But I just, you know, if there was something where I didn't have to use the heat, I would be all good. You know, I wouldn't even worry about it. Yes, it's the product. Yeah. You know, and yeah, it's a couple people, you know, that I know use it, and they say they didn't have no problem with it, but that bag of hair ain't no joke, okay? And just getting the hair, I mean, it was locked. It was like baby locks, like their hair had been in actual locks for months. So I'm like, no, not at all. That's what I get for trying something new. So, but maybe one day, you know, like I said, maybe one day I'll share that. That footage is actually on the other thing, but I have the pictures and stuff, and I have the actual bag. So, yep. But, yeah, like I told the person, I say, if it was just one of them, I would be okay. But it happened to all three of them. Okay. I've never had the same effect on any product on all three of them, because they all have different hair types. So I knew something was wrong. What I use on one, I can't use on the other one. So, you know, it just, and how I wash one, I don't wash the other one. Even using the Castile soap, you know, it's a different process. So I'm like, you can't tell me that it wasn't your stuff. It was. And it, you know, wasn't the most expensive thing. And like I said, I didn't ask for the money back. That's not what I was after. I was after help. So, you know, ask that, just tell me, you know, just poor business. Poor business right there. But now I see why so much issues behind that one company. You know, it's a small company, mom and papa company, but I see why so many issues. I heard the customer service was bad, and it is. So you guys be very leery of new anything, and yeah, and that was just one time. I wouldn't even dare try the stuff again, but one time did all that damage. So yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna get in here. I've been on here 2 hours. I just want to talk about those couple little topics and let you guys know about these. They just lost. It's so many customers, it's not even funny. And that was another thing. The thing was started, and there's no marketing behind it. They have no marketing skills because they did not expect the supply and demand. They have nothing. It's an operation. It's a very small operation, and it's just people complain about it's taking forever. Where's my stuff? I want my money back. All kind of stuff. But you know, you try to support your own people, and this will happen. That's why I'm so careful to do things, you guys. I know I've been promising all these things. You know, I'm writing on these things, but you know what? I'm not one to half do things. Okay, I know there's marketing that goes into this, so I can have all the ideas. I can get the stuff done, but I have to do it so it's marketable and it meets your demand. There's questions, you know, there's things I have to take those things into consideration. So that is why I said I'm not just writing something and throwing it on the shelf. You know, it's easy to publish. I have people that are actually reading my stuff so that they can give me my feedbacks before I put this stuff up. If I have to rewrite, add, take away, whatever, you know. I'm doing that because I don't just want to put it up there and just, oh, I just did this. Here you go. I'm not sloppy like that. Because I don't know. It may be something that is bigger than what I'm envisioning. I don't know. Nobody ever envisions bestsellers, but a lot of people, little people, just market something and become a bestseller. And it's like, what? All I did was, so I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm not a sloppy worker. So, yeah, I have to make sure it's right. At least I'm comfortable with it. And the criticism, I have to take that constructively because what is right to me may not be right to the general public. So, anywho, yeah, I applaud the efforts on the thing, but like I say, if it's something that's damaging, it's just not right. You have to accept it just like any other thing, and I'm writing this thing. People don't want to buy it and support. I don't care. It might not be your cup of tea. I'm not going to, fall over because of that. So, like I said, I just wanted to get on here and talk about these couple of topics today. And I'll be back. Like I said, we're going to talk about amazing homeschool day, year, week, month, whatever, and a messy home. I want you guys to come back, collaborate. Let's talk about how we handle this. And I know I did this, I think, last year, probably like last summer. I think it was something like balancing homeschooling home or something like that. I didn't think about that until after I thought about this topic. I don't know. But, there's always some new people in the chat that can help other people. So, yeah. You all enjoy your evening. And I will talk to you in the next one. Go check out the vlogs. Shalom.